Alright, sorry about that, guys. I realized I hit go live and then didn't bother watching it go live. So we are live. We're doing stage 5 of the Tour for All. Doing our typical wait till the last minute to do anything and don't really plan ahead. So dealing with technical difficulties, and now we're all live here. My son, 17 seconds ahead. Big giant massive group just went by. Honestly, don't care at this point. Get a couple things going for you here. The weather, storms rolling through today. Just a few minutes ago it was pouring. Now the rain stopped. All the roads are dry again because that's southern Mississippi. It all evaporated off. Just after 2 p.m. in southern Mississippi, it's 83 degrees, but it feels like 89 because our humidity is 68%. And it does feel like that. Just over 6,300 people in the game across 3 worlds today. We'll get the map set up here. And I get pedaling. So today is Sand and Sequoias. I did listen to the audio on this. I think the audio is working a lot better. Surprisingly, what happens when you actually read the manual. So positioning the microphone correctly yields better results. It's weird that way. Much more people. John, see ya. Anyway, we are doing the Sand and Sequoias. I think I might be in front of them. I think this waterfall and such is as you're already coming out of the sand, rolling into the sequoias. Alright, so anyway, Sand Sequoias, same badge we did a few days back, but this is one of the options for the stage 5. The other ones were quite a bit longer. So we'll just take advantage of this as an easy day. Jumping into a ride here that we almost missed. Well, we definitely missed the start of, but we did a late join, and so it does. It kind of places you based on where a chunk of people are. It doesn't place you at the front, so I'm not sure how it figures out where to place you. It gives you a few seconds of assist on the pedaling, well, on the wattage anyway, not on your pedaling. And that's all while you're getting going, just to help you get up to speed since you joined late. And then after that disappears, then you're left to your own devices. I might not have done the time split here yet, which means I'm behind them. Yeah, I think that time split's coming up for me still. So maybe I have some work to do to catch them. Next, I think the little time trial is coming up here. So I'll have a run at that. Shout out to P-Shade for the ride on. Give him one back. About 24 seconds in front of us, so we'll see if we can catch him. Jump on this guy's wheel. Change the first person view so you can see what it should look like. Start off the same spot.
Mom's probably way ahead of us.
Who knows? I think you're all behind me.
I'm not sure.
You're at the turnaround point. Mom's not there yet. We'll give this guy a thumbs up. So again, remember, they're on a time trial bike, I'm not. I can draft off of him, he cannot draft off of me. So I feel zero remorse for drafting off of him the whole time. Buzz in front of me. Thumbs up to a guy that just came up from nowhere. Slotted himself in there. Nice work. How do you figure that?
Because it's on the list, Mom's like 1 minute behind you. And I already passed that whole like building stuff.
Alright, I'll wait up then, I guess. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and, well, I was going to soft pedal, but if the person behind me is going to stop, that's not going to work out very well. I'm actually going to move the microphone a little bit here. Let's see, at about the 10-minute mark, not of the video, but of the riding time, is where I'll check to see if there's any difference in the sound pickup at all. So I think it's aimed directly at me now. It was kind of off to my shoulder a little bit. Now it's directly at me. Very close to regular volume here, not really speaking loud. All 4 fans running. So when I reviewed yesterday's, the game volume might be a little bit high, but that way you get to hear it. There's not a lot of noise from the game, so that way it kind of puts you in a more immersive state. And sound like you can still hear me pretty good. Most of the other noise either became non-existent or just background noise. So you're like 24 people in front of Mom. Alright, so went back and actually looked at yesterday's data. Pretty consistent lap on lap on lap. Wattage output peaks. The profiles of the various laps almost looked identical to each other. Do you turn and head back?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm like 2 minutes ahead of you, that's all I know.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta come back. Oh, return the favor. Keep going.
What are you doing?
I'm returning the favor. I gave her a thumbs up.
Okay.
She keeps giving me a thumbs up. One of the guys is I am loco. It's interesting.
Yep. My son's pointing out that one of the guy's names, about 4 or 5 people in front of me, his name is I Am Loco.
On past me. But you have. You're 1 minute 40 seconds behind.
What?
You're 1 minute 40 seconds behind.
Correct.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no, keep going. That's one slow. He'll catch up.
Move your feet back on the pedals. Is that easier? Alright, well the good news is, so I'm kind of stop pedaling here. Waiting for someone that's about 6 places behind me right now, so they're moving up. And I'm about 4 spots behind the person we're going to catch. Their watts per kilogram, because the weight is set so low, is that's what's going to allow them to catch us. Wait a minute, that's pretty quiet. So you probably can't hear at all the trainer next to me. We added a little bit of level of resistance there. Lowest level I had. It's a magnetic trainer. So there's no fan or anything to get louder. It does get a little bit louder as you increase the resistance level, and all that's doing is moving the magnet closer to the spinning disc inside, and that's the resistance. Is a magnet wants to stop a piece of mass from moving when it's magnetic, and so that's how it applies resistance. So when they were first introduced, the huge benefit of them was that they were quiet. They applied pretty good, pretty true to real life resistance levels. I think after that came fluid trainers that got closer to real life. They had a flywheel to provide some momentum, but then applied really more of that curve profile you would get in real life with regard to resistance levels and the difficulty level as it rose. To go from 10 to 15 miles an hour versus going from 20 to 25 miles an hour is not the same, even though it's only a 5 mile an hour increase on both. The faster you get, the harder it becomes to go faster. In real life, strictly because of the, other factors too, but primarily because of the wind resistance. And that actually is true of cars as well. That's why that 200 mile an hour barrier is so difficult to break. There's been some cars that have done it now, but production cars have done it now. But it's definitely a big deal. So it looks like right around 2 minutes behind us now. What? And then she gets to take a break. She wanted a workout. Well, she's getting one now.
You can drink water mom in my house.
I don't even see you.
Me?
I just passed you.
Yeah. I see that.
I don't see.
Mom's like a
Mom.
minute behind.
Yeah, anyway, I still don't see her. Alright, we're going to take a break. This has been way too difficult so far. That was supposed to be funny.
Good job, Mom. What? Oh, that just tells you that you could go two different directions with different positions. But since we're doing this, don't touch it.
Basically saying there's an intersection. for any event that you're in, it will choose for you. All right, well, I see her on my companion app. She's about to catch us here.
Come on, honey, keep going. Down. There you go. Now you passed.
All right, there we go. And there goes the second one. So they don't see, I think this is who just gave me a thumbs up, so I'll give them one back. They don't see any difference when it comes to difficulty with regard to terrain. It will do the calculation and slow them up, but their resistance level doesn't change because they're not on a smart trainer, so the trainer can't adjust the resistance accordingly. I still don't see you. Doesn't matter. All right, so we'll go through these rollers here. I don't remember if we already saw the dinosaurs.
Daddy. Mommy started behind us. She already did one sprint. Because where
Yeah.
she started, she started, yeah. So she might get to do 2 sprints. Yep, when she ran for the team, there it is. I think I was going really fast when I stopped to catch up. See, my one person at 5. Stop. Oh!
There's the dinosaur.
Remember, you can also put your hands on these handles. You want it.
There's a sprint. Oh, that's right. This is the KOM. It's not really a sprint, even though it's green. So we did this sometime last week. But it says I don't have any data. We did this one
No, that's the...
just a week or so ago.
Uphill,
So 2 people behind me doing 10 and 14 watts per kilogram. I'd have to assume something's wrong there. There you go, my victims are in sight. Now you're both on my list. Go ahead and grab a lower gear here.
You're not even sweat over there.
Me?
That's me.
Yeah, I already wiped. But no, my heart rate is definitely lower than yours.
Shoot, mommy's way. Oh, where's daddy, mommy? Hurry. Dad's gonna pass you.
No, it's not. Why would I? I can get in front of you and give you a drop. You won't feel the difference, you'll just see that you're going faster.
Daddy's coming. Come on. Daddy's coming.
So the map shows that we're going to do a 180 on this road, back, track, do a 180, come back. And right about the same point we are at the apex of this turn. See those kind of stone pillars just under the 4% there on the map? That's the end of this KOM time here for 1.6 miles. thought they'd lay down the law real quick. They succeeded. Didn't have enough runway to catch them. Go ahead and stretch a little bit. So the varying terrain is a prime example of what gears are for and why over time bike manufacturers have jammed more and more gears in the same amount of space. They want more gears, but they have a finite amount of space to play with, or run the risk of slower adoption because your technology is not backward compatible. So you go from 7 to 8 or 8 to 9, well, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. 8, 9, 10, 11 all fit in the same amount of space. We're talking number of gears on the back of our bike. They all fit in the same amount of space. But in order to do that, you have to make the gear itself thinner. You just have to have space between the gears for the chain to fall onto the gear. So the gear has to be thinner. So somehow you have to make it just as strong but thinner. The chain has to be thinner. So it has to be able to withstand all the pressures of really a professional cyclist. Right, they're the ones out pushing the new tech all the time. So if you go from I think 8 and 9 were pretty compatible. But you jump to 10 or you jump to 11, for sure it meant a new chain, new cassette, the gears in the back, new chain rings, the gears in the front. That might mean a new crank, which then might mean a new bottom bracket, the bearings where your pedals spin, probably means new front derailleur, new rear derailleur, which then means new gear shifting front and back. But, so all those components wear out anyway. So people upgrade them, right? So if you're going to upgrade anyway, you would upgrade to, so my previous bike had 8, and I stayed with 8 forever. And even though that meant that I became incompatible with everyone else, because everyone moved to 9, and then to 10, finally to 11 for the road. So then, I finally made the jump to 11. And had a friend who wanted to sell me his bike. It was a higher mid-level frame, but entry-level components. So I went through and bought a bunch of components, and essentially upgraded the frame. So had that frame, now I had the same amount of room in the back, I wouldn't have been able to do anything with it. So that's where that spacing really becomes critical for upgradability, where the frame itself becomes obsolete because it can't ever use new components. So in the end, equipped with probably a If I would have bought it equipped this way, maybe a $8,000 bike that I invested about $2,000 into. All said and done. Alright, somewhere in here is going to be our Fuego Flats. See, for some reason it says I haven't ridden this either. We just did this route. Do your badge?
Yeah, I got a badge. Mine did 2 extra miles, but she was behind us by 2 miles.
Yeah?
Somehow he did more work.
So, anyway. That's the reason behind that. Heart rate's already back down. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll it up to 11. So, another good group ride where we didn't ride as a group, so yay us. Stage 5 complete though, of the Tour for All. Alright, let's take a look. Let's grab a snapshot. Let's see. Look for some people to put in the frame here. Looks like a bunch coming. Maybe. All right. Yeah, I don't know why it's not counting those efforts. We just did this exact course in the last several days. Notice in the kind of close background, the heat waves. All right, so let's see if you can see my mouse as I go up the road here, following this white line on the road, and then off into the desert. Right about here, there's a change in your perception, and that's where the heat waves start. Similar to when you're in the desert, at some point in the distance, you kind of get this heat wave mirage thing going on. So anyway, a lot of time spent in blue, zone 1, sorry, zone 2, and then once you actually start riding, majority of it then spent in zone 3. Don't expect that we will see anything. Let me see. I think we probably still had the Tarmac Pro, yep. So we'll flip back to the LA and the classic wheels. So my son's asking how to do this. You have to go to 164,000. So 5 times that. So you go like this. You go up this hill. Go up the hill, and then when you get to the top, you just keep on going and going and going and going and going, going and going, going, going.
Are you almost there?
And you can start to see that there's a bicycle up in the stars here. So yeah, we're about 82% there. We have about 29,000 feet to go, which is roughly the height of Mount Everest. So one more Everest to go. Chilling down. Let's follow a couple folks. 300 calories so burned. That didn't have great importance on the critical power or heart rate or power output. All right. With that, three things I'll leave. First of all, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you want to be notified, hit that subscribe button. Down in the description, I'll always leave 3 things. 1, my Garmin data. 2, a link to the hydration product I use called H2O. And then 3, a link to all of the maps of Zwift. As always, if there's something you want to see me ride, leave a comment, and I'll be sure to slot that into the calendar. So with that, keep Zwifting. I'll see you on the virtual side.